These are but some of the works of a man whose contribution has transformed the Jamaican media landscape. Kirk J. Buchanan may not be a household name in front of the camera, but to persons behind the scenes, he's an incomparable professional.
Kirk is a national resource. He makes himself available to serve in his technical capacity across a wide range of national life.
He's Mr. Reliable. If he says he's going to do it, he's going to be there to do it. Even if it is 2:30 in the morning.
He tells you exactly what is on his mind, irrespective of your position. Of course, he will do it respectfully.
Kirk Gervais Buchanan wears many hats, all of which are behind the camera. He has been a video editor, producer, production manager, director and technical coordinator, but now serves as a consultant in broadcast media and video production. His contributions are many and have led to his recognition several times over, the latest being the recipient of the Order of Distinction in the rank of officer in this year's 2021 National Honors and Awards NHA. Mr. Buchanan's introduction to media began in the summer of 1978 when he landed a job in the personnel department at what is now the Jamaica Information Service, JIS. Soon, interest in the personnel department waned as the film unit piqued his interest.
When I went to television and saw what it was all about, I knew that this is what I wanted to do. Didn't go back to high school, got a job and started working then.
Kirk started out as an assistant film editor and quickly worked his way up to the junior film editor post. And when video editing technology was introduced in the 1980s, Kirk eagerly made the transition.
Kirk's body of work really blossomed when we started to do a lot of outside broadcasts, state funerals, grand galas, state visit by foreign visitors, documentaries. He crossed administration, and his professionalism endeared him to both administrations. Kirk being a very, very hard worker, dedicated his time to being the best at what he is now.
After being the senior video editor, I became the technical manager. I later moved on to become the production manager. And then, before I left, I was acting as a manager for the television unit. And it was at that point that I made the transition from JIS to CVM.
We were actually building out a television station at that time, and Kirk was in charge of production, knew everything about production. So that relationship was punctuated by Kirk always being reliable, being dependable. He knew what he was doing, so we had the confidence in him when he said that something was to be done. And he took CVM at that time through a lot of their early stages in what had to be produced, and the production standards being set at that time were defined by him.
At CPTC, we found that we needed somebody very much like Kirk. And so we recruited him to become the director of production, and subsequently he became the deputy CEO and director of marketing. So he played multiple roles in CPTC, but very much a technical director's role.
He was a firm manager. He did not brook foolishness. He wanted professional standards to be maintained, but at the same time he was fair and very mindful of the welfare of those persons working under him. When we had major events, he had to be satisfied that the welfare arrangements were proper.
Television production is teamwork. And no matter what position you hold, or no matter where you are in the industry, the team around you is always an influence to who you become and how successful you are. Because without the team, and without the success of the team, and without the dedicated input of the team, you get nowhere in television.
After 4 decades of dedicated service to the media profession, Kirk retired in 2018. But that hasn't ended his love affair with the media. Mr. Buchanan currently does consultancy work for several productions and still finds time to give back to his community.
Let me just say something. I love it. I love television, I love production. It has been a heartache, it has been a pleasure, it has been laughter, it has been sadness, you cry, but let me tell you something. This thing called television production, you have to love it. The hours are dreadful, not to mention the time you spend away from your family, the people you post, it's just, but you know, at the end of the day, because you love what you're doing, you keep doing it.
He actually met his wife, the lovely Althea Buchanan, on the job.
He shared in the convivialities with his colleagues, but he never forgot his family.
Kirk is part of the audiovisual team at the Webster Memorial United Church. He's our senior cameraman. Kirk brings expertise of a high quality, and everything he does is well done.
Big up Kirk. Many, many, many congratulations. It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
You're a good man, you have done good work, and therefore your recognition is a good thing for our industry. Well done, congratulations.
Your colleagues, whether at JIS, at CVM, and surely at CPTC, would be very, very proud of what you have achieved.
You are so deserving of national awards, and we honor God, we praise Him, and we thank Him for you. We praise Him for the impact that you have had on this nation. Congratulations.